Live from Los Angeles, here's Everyway Woman.
We're back with Roxie Beckles, fitness and nutrition guru. Roxie, you just did something very phenomenal that classifies as breaking the rules. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, I won the 2011 California State NPC Championships.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I was the E-class winner, so I won my height class, first place.
Wow.
Nice.
Tell us, what did that entail? Because I saw the pictures, and girl, you look bad, okay?
Thank you very much.
You were phenomenal.
It entailed a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of me wanting to have a nice glass of wine and not being able to. But it was, you know, I am a competitor. I've been competing since actually only 2010, but I've been able to.
Really?
Yeah, I've actually been able to do quite well in this short time.
But you've been into the whole
but I've
bodybuilding
been
for a long time.
14 years as a fitness enthusiast, as a fitness professional, as a trainer.
Okay.
But I decided to take it to the next level and start competing.
Now talk about how that goes with your muscle. Muscle is the new sexy. Talk about that.
Yes, Muscle is the New Sexy is my personal campaign to get women up and off their butts and get in the gym, push some weights to see changes for their bodies.
Nice.
Get a lot of women that ask me, how do I have what you have? That's really about just working hard, pushing some real weight, you know, dropping the baby weights. There's a time and a place for that, but challenging themselves 100%.
And I have a question because, you know, you look really great, muscular, very strong. Now, personal question, does that intimidate men?
Honey,
breaking the rules.
Breaking all the rules.
I might intimidate a couple of guys, but I've been intimidating men long before I had big muscles. But you know, the strong guys who are confident in themselves, not so much.
Right.
The ones that, you know, probably shouldn't be talking to me anyway. Yeah, probably.
You get rid of, you weed them out.
There you go. Weed them up very
So
easily.
the whole concept of breaking the rules just shows what you're doing against what society says is sexy.
Yes.
What do you think about that, though? You know, still in society today, some people would say that a really muscular woman equals masculine, and that's just too much. What would you say to that?
I'm trying to really influence people to embrace an athletic physique. In actuality, you're 100% right. Sometimes when I still walk out in the street, I still hear the voice, you know, the things behind my ears, like, oh, look at her, she must be on steroids or whatever, you know, she could probably beat me up, which is probably true. However,
so they know.
They know not
right.
to know. But I mean, you know, I think we've gotten to a place in our society where people are just not used to seeing athletic physiques, you know, or people,
or women,
or women actually who are in
one of my questions for you is,
shape.
like, you look fabulous, you look feminine, you have a very pretty face,
Right.
but
Thank you.
then you have the muscles. So how do you kind of balance between, I know you have like the clothing line, you do the bodybuilding, you do so many things. I mean, that right there is breaking all the rules, being Wonder Woman, doing everything.
Yeah.
But how do you balance all these wonderful breaking rule things?
You know, I can't even tell you, girl. I can't even tell you.
Yeah,
I mean,
you have the
basically,
time.
I have a passion for what I do,
Right.
and I believe when things are important to you, you make time to do them.
Now, Roxie, I want to say to you, you didn't always start out this way. You were classically trained in dance.
Yes, I was.
And one day you saw a poster, and it just kind of changed your life. Talk a little bit about that to our viewers who maybe kind of think they're in a rut of how just one moment can change their lives.
Absolutely, and I was a dancer. I graduated from Alvin Ailey in New York.
Yes.
Yes, I have my BFA in dance for them.
Studied your craft.
So
Good
it
job.
was, you know, hard. It was a hard program, and it taught me a lot of life lessons. But what I realized is that I didn't want to be a professional dancer. And when I was in high school as a teenager, I used to watch those shows on ESPN. It wasn't a poster; it was the shows on those the fitness competitions, the girls flipping and all that stuff.
Yes.
So I knew that I wanted to do it for at least 10 years before I decided to jump in and do it. What I would say to women is that, you know, life is short.
Okay.
It is.
And you really just got to do what you love and
I
what
agree.
you want to do, you know. And if fitness and embracing that lifestyle is it, then go off and do it, you know. It takes just that one moment to make the decision to say, I want to empower my life, I want to do this.
I agree.
And that's exactly what
Can I
I've done
ask
for
you one
myself.
quick thing before we
the
go?
dancing background and now doing the bodybuilding, are there any similarities between the dance and the bodybuilding?
Absolutely. Being on stage with the bodybuilding, or rather with my figure competitions.
Figure competitions.
Figure
is what it's
competitions,
called.
right. It's nothing but performing. It's nothing but showing who you are, your personality, and just being glamorous.
Yes.
Wow, Roxie. I tell you, I was joking, and I was just saying, sitting here by the three of you, I feel, but I know I'm still fine and fabulous.
Girl, you are beautiful.
But, you know, I like what you said about that commitment.
Absolutely.
That women have to make that decision, and you can talk about it all day long, and I can say it all day long, but until I make the commitment to say, I'm utterly disgusted about what I see, and I want to make a change,
Absolutely.
there won't be a change.
There won't be.
And I think that that's so phenomenal. Any parting words you'd have for our viewing audience?
My parting words, just, you know, do it, girls.
I love
Embrace
it.
yourself and do it. Absolutely.
Wow. Roxie, thank you for
coming on.
joining
You're welcome.
us.
Thank you
I
for
want you to know
having
that
me.
you are always a friend of Everyday Woman. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for joining us today. We'd like to thank our special guests, Audrey Kelly and Roxie Beckles. But most importantly, we'd like to thank you for watching Everyday Woman. Good night.